Hello everyone, I'm Jackie, and today I am doing a video at Byron Glacier in Portage, Alaska. There's a lot going on out here. I'm actually sitting in the middle of an avalanche, and I'll pan that in just a little bit as soon as I get done. I came out here today for a hike, but I also purposely brought a new deck with me. It's called Into the Vortex, or Getting Into the Vortex, and it's by Ester Hicks, and she channels Abraham, if you've never heard of her. But I really have enjoyed her channeling, because when I'm too in my ego, usually reading something that she's channeled seems to kind of put it all back into the higher 5D perspective, and I've found it really helpful. So I just got her new her deck. For me, it's new, and I thought I would do a channel. We'll just call in the archangels and see who might actually have a message for us today. I'm not the only one out here, so if you hear any any people down at the bottom, I can't kind of hiked up cautiously up where I know that it's pretty stable. There's still quite a bit of snow out here, which again you'll see once I pan around, but let's see what kind of message we have. Such a beautiful day. I can't help it. Need to take advantage of something so beautiful, coming out to do a hike. Okay. All right, so here is the message. I can get from an unwanted to a wanted relationship. Ooh. I can get from an unwanted to a wanted relationship. Okay, I'm going to read the back. So it says, as you walk away from one unpleasant situation, the law of attraction will bring another that feels very much like it, and usually quickly. You just cannot get there from there. To get where you want to be, to that place of feeling better, you have to reach for alignment between you and you. Getting yourself feeling good before you take action is always the best process, for when you do not feel good, you cannot be inspired to any action that will solve the problem. This is a very powerful message, actually. If any of you have had situations where you have been in a relationship, whether it be personal or business, and that relationship is going really well, for a long period of time, and then all of a sudden you begin to feel that you're not being valued, or you're not wanted anymore, or that something is off, it's very difficult to actually move forward and go into beyond that, because what happens is our vibrations will change. And so when our vibrations are changing, as people are raising their consciousness, you're finding that some of the relationships that you have are starting to fall away, right? And if you try to maintain the relationship, what happens is you keep having to come down that ladder of consciousness, and then go back up, and then come back down, and go back up, and it's exhausting. So sometimes it's better to actually give yourself permission to just detach, disconnect a little bit, give it some space, maybe take a pause. And like the card is saying, like Esther's saying, in order to feel good, you have to take some kind of action that helps you to feel better first, so that you can act from a higher place of consciousness. If you're acting from a lower place of consciousness, then there might be an argument, a disagreement, some negative energy, unreconciled, some resentment, things like that. And so when you're able to get your head in a better space so that you can bring a higher state of consciousness into what you're doing about the relationship, what kind of action you want to take, then chances are you're setting yourself up for something much better. So I hope that this card has opened your perspective a little bit today on maybe how you are being guided by spirit as they're channeling. I'm letting them channel this message through me for you today in however way you are meant to receive it. So I hope that helps. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pan real quick so that you can see. So here is the avalanche behind me. Yep, it's a pretty serious one. And then it kind of goes down into the valley down there. And if we take a look back this way, the glacier is actually up there. Yeah. All right. Thanks for joining me. I wish everybody a wonderful day from Alaska. Hello, hello.